Well, howdy everybody, Jughead here in Dakota, and we are leaving Harvey early in the morning as the fog is rolling in. It's time to head down to one of our favorite STOL contests. That's down in Independence, Oregon, put on by EAA Chapter 292. Didn't have any extra time to sit around. We get the throttle pushed forward, get rolling before this fog gets any worse. This is just such a well-run, really fun local flying. I've always enjoyed going down and competing, seeing friends down here. And what a beautiful morning as we lift off here off Harvey Field. The valley views are gorgeous, the sunrise just coming up. And look at this if you would. Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. Mount Rainier was wanting to put on its own show as the sun came up above, highlighting that lenticular cloud right there. We had nice smooth rides, so it wasn't a problem at all. Here's Mount St. Helens. And we've got Mount Adams hidden back in here as well. Another one on the top of St. Helens tucked in between the smoke layers. When Mount St. Helens blew up in 1980, the whole north side of the mountain melted and came down this river valley. That's still all volcanic runoff. As we got down to the Portland area, it was easy just to go over the top of the Class Charlie airspace.
Independence Blue and Silver Cessna Taildragger 2 mile 4534. All right, here we are on the 45, lots of traffic.
Blue and white Cubs out on the 4 mile 45.
Got one on final, one on downwind. All right, here we are. It's great to see. There is Andrew. Wonder if Aaron's here. It's going to be a good contest. Let's go have some fun.
Catching up with Jeffro and the Beast, and Dakota's flirting with the girls already. Dakota had to give the Beast an inspection, make sure it met his approval. I'd had the chance to do STOL drag races against Jeffro and the Beast, which is an 0470 powered experimental Cessna 175. I was really excited to do traditional STOL against him. I figured it was going to be pretty tight competition. And here's Aaron starting off as well. Andrew with his 182. Beautiful mall. We had a cool lineup of touring airplanes.
Component picking up. That's not going to be good for us. There's the flags, there's the windsock.
Aaron pulled a little early on that takeoff, got it 283 feet, but he'll shorten it up on his next one.
Short, oh, carried it, nice. doing, Jeff?
Dakota's enjoying the shade with his newfound friends. It's time for me to go see what I can do in 9-7 Bravo. Wish me luck, everybody.
Getting ready for my first go. Hot and humid day. 82 degrees. Altimeter is about 3008. And we've got about 3 mile an hour of tailwind component. A little bit from the right side. Goal today is I am trying to be sub 500 feet, and it's going to take some work to do it. A great deal today. If I could do anything less than 450, I'd be ecstatic. Less than 475 would probably be good. Thanks to Sport Aircraft Seats. Can't wait to get my new seats in the airplane. So this next airplane is a 4-place Super Cub experimental model. Let's see what he does. Nice and slow. He could easily be the guy to beat. Safely over the line. Boom.
Oh, good. All right, 18, come on down, and
safe.
Well, you could tell from my reaction that I was pleased with that landing, and I was pleased with my takeoff. So I didn't know what the scores were going to be yet as far as the results, but I was happy with the way I flew today. Much better than last weekend in Minnesota. Well, by this time I had 9-7 Bravo refueled, tied back down. I went and got Dakota, and we were just sitting here at the side next to Andrew and Aaron and just watching the rest of the show. So we'll have a little different viewpoint for the remainder of the video and the footage that we've shot. Hope you enjoy it still.
All right, Sodbuster boys, tell us, how was it having to land on pavement this time where you couldn't just plow acres and acres of dirt?
It was brutal. Nothing's going to grow on that runway.
The smoke, we thought it was forest fires. No. Yeah, it was the Sodbuster brothers just smoking them tires.
We brought the plows.
The good years were done.
See that technique right there?
What's that?
You grab the aileron cable. If you pulse the aileron cables, they droop.
Oh, you haven't noticed CC does that?
No.
Guys will reach up and open the turnbuckles and droop both their ailerons.
sneak up on his water dish after that.
Oh no. Past the line, that was good. Nice effort. Nice.
It's fun sitting here at the corner of the taxiway as the airplanes were staging, getting a good look at all the different competitors.
Testicular fall. I would hate having that gear on the light.
Boy Scouts come every year to support this great event, cooking up hamburgers, hot dogs, cheeseburgers. Dakota requested a double cheeseburger.
Lunch is served. Go ahead. Eat up. Oh, bacon, double bacon cheeseburger. You lucky dog. You lucky dog.
Ultralight class.
Nice.
This cub is so sweet.
Experimental J3 has a souped up motor, leading edge slats, modified flaps, lots of neat little tricks to it. She's a good performer. He's here every year.
Well, here's this cool experimental J3. Carbon fiber extended flaps, carbon fiber leading edge slats, nitro stickers. We've got some extra buttons up here, so that tells me there's probably something going on there as well. Levers up top. Yeah, he's cheating.
Hey, you want to move your plane down the line a ways, you know, a better place for it. The guy who built the plane said,
Oh.
I recognize you guys.
Wait on me.
Okay.
Did you find your new best friend there, buddy? Life's good? Yeah. That's why you love coming down here, don't you? They all treat you well. No.
That's it. Go for the juggler. Go for the juggler.
Congratulations to Robin Reed and his J3 with a 351-foot score. This guy's been flying this airplane since he was a child, and it shows. Winning Jim Overos won with experimental J3 at 389 in his category, and experimental Bush was won with the Rand's S21 by Kip Hansen at 643 feet. Good job, guys. Our Bush certified class was won by Brandon Marr in his Super Cub with a 545-foot combined takeoff and landing. Scott Knockler won the 150 class with a 482, and in his air coupe, Bill McCoy won
the touring class. And no surprise here, we have a repeat winner in Jughead Console, and he came in with a score of 470.
Well, after a great day and a good performance and good flying, I was pretty pleased. Headed home with what looked like the first place trophy. Dakota was happy, but as Paul Harvey used to say, stand by for the rest of the story.
Well, howdy everybody. We are back home from the Independence, Oregon EAA 292 Chapter STOL Contest. You know what? It was a really nice day. You know, I love going back to places like Texas and Florida and Minnesota for STOL contests, but I gotta admit, you know, those are tough. Those are a week trip, though it's great to get to hang out and camp out and sit out with all your friends, have dinner and drinks and stuff. It's really nice just to get in the airplane, lightly load it up, fly 2 hours down to Independence, go to a great event, and get to see your friends, compete, and when it's all said and done, be back home, because here it is. It's 4:15 in the afternoon. 97 Bravo is just right outside the hangar, and we are sitting here in the hangar relaxing and looking at the results here. We had a good combination. We didn't have heavy touring and light touring like we do at a lot of contests. Here it was just touring, where we had a Maul, a Cessna 180, a Super Pacer, the Maul was an M5. We had a Cessna 175, Jeff Whiteley's Beast, which is experimental category with leading edge slats. We had 2 straight tail 182 Bravos, my 170, and a COVID Cub, which is a 4-place experimental Super Cub. And so really wide variety. And I kind of had an idea that it was going to be a tight competition, and it really was. You know, here's ranges from 470 up to, we had some newer guys, rookies in competition, up into the high 800s, but most everybody was right in that 500 to 550 foot range, and so it was exciting there. Andrew Patry got 3rd place in a Cessna 182 with a combined score of 474. 174 foot takeoff. Really great job. 300 feet on the landing. A little different than where we saw the guys back in Sodbuster, where they could land with the brakes. Obviously here on the pavement they blow tires out doing that. So that was a little bit tougher for him. Our 3rd place came in at, it looks like 515, which was our Jim Overos with his COVID Cub. 274 takeoff, 241 landing. And in 1st place with a takeoff of 262 and a 208 foot landing, I am pleased to announce that my 1st place mug is getting filled with some nice Seattle Kraken beer, and I get to enjoy 2 years in a row of winning an independent STOL. So that made the trip even that much better, especially after the flying that I did last weekend, which is the worst I've done in 7 years. So big thanks to Sport Aircraft Seats for their continued support for me. Of course, it was great having my Bonehead helmet there in the competition. Makes you feel a little more confident, gives you some great protection, and overall great day out there. So here's to everybody at EAA 292. Thanks for hosting us. It was a great time. Jughead and Dakota can't wait to come back and see if we can three-peat next year. Oh, it tastes good not to finish second to the Dirty Bird and Jeff Pohl.
Now, the rest of the story.
Well, the judges don't have the advantage of watching high-speed footage in slow motion, but when I came back and was putting this film together, I realized that on my last landing, which was my winning round, my left tire touched down about a foot prior to the line. You can see the skid mark that's on the pavement after I touched down that wasn't there before. So in reality, that best round of mine that got me 1st place shouldn't have counted. Now, the judge called it good at live time, actually came on the radio, said good landing, but I felt a little bit bad. I gave Andrew Patry a call and said, hey buddy, you actually won that. I scratched. And he goes, Jughead, thanks for the call, but we were all just there for fun. They called it good at the time, and you keep your beer mug. But I still think I'm going to try to sneak it into that airplane somewhere. So had that been recognized as a scratch, the results would have changed. Andrew Patry would have had 1st in his 182, Jim Overgross 2nd in his COVID Cub, and Jeff Rose experimental 175 the Beast would have found himself as 3rd place.
Now you know the rest of the story.